Hello, hello, Awesome Soul here, and welcome back to another Robocraft bot review. Today, we have a need for speed. This thing is the FireFly, built by LeFoffer. It is a plasma-only hovercraft, and it is sitting at 1088 CPU. Now, just looking at the thing, you would kind of expect it to be a little higher, but for whatever reason, it is actually fairly low CPU, so it gives it a lot of power to work with when firing its plasma, which is fairly important if you want to be a plasma-only vehicle. You do need a large power pool to be effective. Now, hello again, I remember you. Good and dead, just how I like it. So yes, this thing is actually a fairly solid bot. It's packing 6 plasma, which is still above nominal, which is very nice. And it is a hovercraft, so obviously as a hovercraft you are going to be wanting to, or as a plasma hovercraft, rather, you are wanting to maintain maximum altitude at all times. Which is a good thing, because not only will you most likely be at max altitude for the whole game, you also are very fast, which gives you an advantage when running away from aircraft, because honestly, as a plasma-only vehicle, you don't really want to go toe-to-toe with aircraft. It's not really worth your time. You would be much better spent actually taking out ground units or your fellow hovercraft, like this fine fellow here. If we could actually hit. There we go. That's the good thing about the largest plasma. They are still able to take out hovercraft decently easy. So no modules in this thing. Doesn't really need it. It's got the need for speed, and those thrusters are actually a fairly good investment for something so light. And that is the one thing that I'm sure you've noticed. The hover blades are pretty much, well, exposed, really. Oh god. Please leave me alone. Never mind, it's just you. Okay. We have lost most of our thrusters, though. We're still maintaining a pretty high speed even without the thrusters. That's interesting. I guess we are a lot less for cube weight as well. But yeah, normally, as I'm sure you're aware if you've watched the series for a while, I'm really against exposed hovers. Now, I will give it a pass in this case, mainly because you're actually wanting to keep your, well, weight down, and your CPU down as well. So, if you cover all of them, that's a lot of CPU you're spending on. Not only that, you're lowering your speed, which kind of makes the thrusters a slightly less potent investment. So, that's perfectly fine. This thing does hold up fairly well, especially for something so low CPU. Can we... yeah, never mind. We did get the kill. Sweet. So, I have been singing this thing's praises for, I guess, most of the video, or at least all the video so far, but everything has its drawbacks. There really is no perfect bot, except for maybe a drone, cough cough. But even then, those do have their own drawbacks as well. Oh, you again. You are my mortal enemy this round, it would seem. So, first things first, the thrusters at the very back. Those are in need of better placement, honestly. As you can see, they are connected by a single cube, meaning that if one gets taken out, the enemy basically gets the second thruster taken out for free. It's like a good old 2-for-1 deal at the supermarket, except this time it's on the battlefield. So I would recommend, at the very least, move them apart by 1 block. More if you're feeling generous, but like I said, there you go, exactly like that. Perfect timing on that, thank you enemy team. You lose 1, or at the very least they take out your cube as well. They can just shoot for the cube, and then they will get, well, 2 for the price of 1, or if they shoot the cube, obviously they get 2 for the price of 0. So, a very nice deal for them, not so much a good deal for you though. The other things that jump out are the wings. One, they're positive. They are rod forced and strut forced very effectively. So not only is that keeping your weight down, they are also Ooh, no missiles, please. Oh, getting hung up here. Oh boy. Okay, we're good. We're good. See, this thing holds up fairly well. Oh, that's something I didn't notice as well. Right there. Those hovers are connected by a single cube. Move those apart as well. But yes, the rods and the struts connecting the wings, they're definitely a good thing. The bad thing, though, is the wing section. They are pretty much, well, tightly packed, really. So that's 3 cubes apart for the guns. It's not a whole lot, but I guess it's better than 1 cube apart, that's for certain. What you might want to do is add more cubes here for the enemy to bust through. That way, you won't really lose too many parts as well, because a direct hit in this general area here, if you can see my mouse, is actually going to take out your thruster, so that's less speed, and 1, if not 2 plasma, which will bring you down exactly to the nominal count. And then after that point, you will start losing your fire rate. I guess, actually, we can go back into the garage bay and I can point out the last thing. And here we are, back in the garage. So, like I said, the hovers, where are they? These hovers, they are 1 cube apart. Make them 2 cubes or 3 cubes would be preferential. Maybe mount them this way instead of that way, possibly. That would work as well. Now, there's a better example here. As you can see, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, and this thing, basically a plasma shot in this general area is going to take out most of the things. Now, it hasn't really happened to me, but I'm sure if you play this thing enough, it will happen. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. I've only played this thing for like 4 matches, so as usual, this is more of a first impressions with all these bot reviews. Now, the very last thing. These guys are pretty much pointless. I honestly don't see a point to their placement, other than looking very fancy. It does look quite nice. It's sort of like a spoiler, kind of, that you see at the back of some of those fancy racing cars. But honestly, they don't really need them. It would be a lot better if you placed them either here or here. That way, you can protect this hover a lot better, and not only that, you will be able to protect these thrusters a little better as well. Other than that, though, it is, like I said, a pretty solid bot, and I would actually recommend it if you are looking for a plasma hover. Perhaps wait for the Mark II. Hopefully that'll be up. If they see this video and they decide to make the changes, be sure to look them up on the store. That, of course, was LeFoffer, and as usual, all the names and, or I guess the creators as well, are in the description down below. I, of course, have been the Awesome Soul. I thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.